tried to come back, it's not the same. Friendships end over lesser things. You tell a lie and play the blame game. Scheming from the beginning, what did you think? We can't go round and round like a roller rink. Friendships end over lesser things. Keep it moving with the drama you bring. Not having it, stop fighting with. I'm not a little bit a fool, acting like you changed, but I know you're on the same thing. It's okay, it's okay. Not having it, stop fighting with. I'm not a little bit a fool, acting like you changed, but I know you're on the same thing. It's okay, it's okay. You played the back, it was a sneak attack. You were lame, told me a lie, then tried to rearrange. Friendships end over lesser things. Scheming from the beginning, what did you think? We can't go round and round like a roller rink. Friendships end over lesser things. Ooh, not having it, stop fighting when I'm having it. I'm not a little bit a fool, acting like you changed, but I know you're on the same thing. It's okay, it's okay. Not having it, stop fighting when I'm not a little bit a fool, acting like you changed, but I know you're on the same thing. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, 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 it's okay, it's okay. Oh, oh, it's okay. You played the back, it was a sneak attack. You were lame, told me a lie, then tried to rearrange. Friendships end over lesser things. Scheming from the beginning, what did you think? What did you think? Woo! Not having it, stop fighting with. I'm not a little bit a fool, acting like you changed, but I know you're on the same thing. It's okay, it's okay. Not having it, stop fighting with. I'm not a little bit a fool, I'm acting like you changed, but I know you're on the same thing. It's okay, it's okay, okay. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Ooh, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
All right, all right. Welcome to Alchemizing Energy. So I ended up on a panel tonight. Well, this evening. You know, Shaka decided to do King World tonight and kind of bring up a lot of old stuff that I had long gotten over. And it was very interesting, like the feedback that I got from this whole panel. So the biggest thing is that like everybody on King World panel is mad at a live I did called Business is Business, right? They got pissed off at the fact that I did not back up the whole situation with Night and Day, right? So I'm going to show what I said and I'm going to comment on what I said because I still believe business is business, you know? Nothing has changed. I don't know why people think that they could try to make you feel other than how you really feel, you know? It is what it is, you know? And I felt how I felt. I said how I felt, the reason why I felt the way I felt. And I talked about Kulu in the situation. I talked about followers. I talked about cult-like behavior. I talked about a lot of things in this live. But the thing is that the only thing that they could like really, really focus on was the fact that, well, you was on their side and my stomach was hurting over here and this, that, the other. And the main thing I said was, listen, if you have an issue with any product, right? You buy it off of a store, right? The store that sells the product, of course, should give you a refund. But the issue is with the manufacturer. Period. And that's just basic manufacturing distribution, right? So let's get into what I said. Do a show. He act like we cool, but then he do a show about Shaka and it, showing all Shaka videos. They saying all this bad mouth stuff about me. They talking mess. Good morning. Good morning. He got them, and he don't cut the video only to the part that he trying to make his point on, which when he was talking about Princella, he get the whole video when they talking all this shit about me, and then he starts talking mess about me, saying, well, we Genesis did this or whatever, but we no, Genesis did not do, no, Genesis did not file a false police report. So let me, because they can't seem to like let bygones be bygones, right? And they told me, they said I was canceled and this, that, the other, and they not gonna forgive me. Like we shouldn't be fucking with her. We shouldn't be fucking with her. First of all, Nicole is a very messy fucking person. He's very messy. And I'm gonna say this to the Kulu: don't be a follower all your damn life. Don't be a follower for the rest of your life. I know a lot of people like to be in groups. They like to be a part of a group. They like to feel like they belong in a group. You know what I'm saying? A group setting with a leader. You know what I'm saying? But there comes a time when that group starts to be, they people say that they're not a cult, that they're not a cult, but then the certain like behavior is cult-like. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you develop a cult-like following. And so if you're mad, everybody's mad. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't make no sense, why you're mad? You know what I'm saying? They might not even know the context of what you're talking about because you said it. Everybody in the whole thing is mad, and no one's using their brains. It's just groupthink. Now he thought that the reason why I sent him a message when he did that thing about Shaka, it had been bothering me because he's saying, well, she filed a false FBI and police report. Now what happened is, let me just go back and give you some context. So I cussed out Jaguar on King World's panel, and he contacted me because I had showed him a video of Jaguar saying that she had shoved some peanut butter up somebody's hind parts, right? And I thought it was funny. I showed him the video. Now me and King World have been messaging each other back and forth behind the scenes for a second. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's been at least about a year. You know what I'm saying? Even when we got mad at each other, we would be talking to each other, then we would get mad with each other, and then we would be okay. And whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would be sending him stuff because he would be lying on, or not, saying this shit on this, that, the other, and I'm like, no, that's not true. And I would be sending him messages trying to clear up and show him the proof of that's not true what he's saying or whatever. What people are saying that this is what's really going on. Because my thing, I don't like people. One thing I was really hard on was trying to prove myself. You know what I'm saying? Back then, a year ago. Like, no, this is not. Because I wasn't used to YouTube where people just would say any goddamn thing, whether it's true or not, and you just gotta say fuck them and be like fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck what people think? I'm a regular. I was just a regular. I wasn't a YouTuber. This YouTube stuff is a little bit different than other platforms. You know what I'm saying? Where you gotta prove. TikTok gets like that too. You know what I'm saying? Where you'll have to end up coming out with some receipts like, no, that's not what's up. Blah blah blah. Bingo could be like that as well, but I never really had a problem on social media with nobody. So all last year, because of my involvement with Shaka and them, and then the Beam Team's whole like obsession with the whole Nature Boy saga and everybody that follows the fact that they're going against this and going against that person and this, that, the other. I wouldn't say obsession, but like that even once Nature Boy was put away, they were still, or people left Nature Boy, they were still going after these people. And I just was like, okay, well, I didn't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, I'm like, okay, I thought we were trying to get people away from Nature Boy. And when they get away from him, you're attacking them too. I didn't understand that. And I thought Shaka and them was cool. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that they was like who people said that they were. And when they left and did that to me and stole my equipment, I went over to King World and I had to apologize because I was riding hard for Shaka. One thing I am is a loyal person. You know what I'm saying? If I'm cool with you, I'm a down individual. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've had friends for, I was friends with people that was toxic for so many years because, like, I would forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive, even though they had did some, even my friends that I had 12 years ago, they had did shit to me repeatedly, but I would still be friends with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Chucky, the friend to the fucking end, just like a lunatic. You know what I'm saying? With friendship, overly fucking loyal. And because I like try to understand all sides, you know what I'm saying? I try to understand. Okay, I'm a logical person. I'm diplomatic. I have those aspects about me. I can forgive people. You know what I'm saying? I can say, okay, you could be my enemy, and I can forgive you about that shit. You know what I'm saying? We can come to a truth. And it's what I thought that me and King World had done. So I cussed out Jaguar on his panel. We had did the whole thing with Javon where he got up on there and him and Javon got into it. Turned out that he was saying a whole bunch of like, real wild stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that whole thing blew up, you know what I'm saying, with Javon, Javon Clark. And him got into it on my panel. And so he had sent me a flyer saying that Javon was gonna be on his Elia. Now that same now the day before that, the next day he sent me the flyer of his it was the morning. He sent me the flyer of his Elia. I had cussed out Jaguar a couple days before that. I guess I got up there and said something to the effect of, I don't see how you guys are trying to be besties when she called the FBI on you guys a year ago, and she was telling me I shouldn't fool with you, that he was a hacker and this, that, the other, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, a year ago, that's what I did think that he was doing. I thought he was hacking people. Because I didn't know how the hell he was finding out where Nature Boy is. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole mystique about King World. You know what I'm saying? About him being a stalker and a hacker and all this other stuff. That whole thing. Come on now. I didn't make that up. That was something that was already out there. I wasn't the author of that. That had already been out there. That information. And when things were turning around on me, once he found out that Jag was at my house and Shaka and them was at my house and all that whole thing started revving up with that, because I thought we were keeping a low profile, and then Jaguar comes and sings a song and got them sitting on the couch, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Is King World going to find out about this? And now my whole house gets blown up. And sure enough, it was on. Once he did that, he was looking at videos and showing the greats in my house, and then he heard me say, "Do you think King World's about to find out?" And it was on from that point. All right. So up to this point, I'm just explaining my side of the story. Of how King World came into my life, how the whole thing went down, things like that. Now, earlier I'm talking about Kulu and how he continues to bring up the FBI and how we call the FBI. But the bottom line was there was a lot of things going on that I was not aware of who or what. I didn't know very much about King World. So I was scared. I was like, what the hell's going on? Why is, he's doing certain stuff. So that's pretty much where it was. So, hey, what's up, MD Rebel? So it got kind of crazy where Kulu started to threaten Shaka, saying he was going to come to hit some other dude named Roz King. They were threatening to come to the house. Hippie, much love to Hippie. Shout out to Hippie. She was a part of the group at one point. And I saw her go to someone's house that Shaka was talking to online on Instagram and shot the gun at his house. And I'm like, dude, this is getting out of hand. You know what I'm saying? And then one time I heard King World say something like, you got somebody working in the back of your house. And I'm like, what? So you got niggas riding past my house? Then Kulu said, well, I'm a ride on your street. That's not against the law. And I'm going to just park and just be walking up and down the street and filming. I'm like, this is getting crazy. So I want you guys to check out my thing about gang stalking. I did do a show with Napashida about gang stalking. So in my mind, that's exactly what was happening. I felt like I was being gang stalked. It was very crazy and scary, and I did not know really what to do in the situation. So let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to that shit. I'm not in carbonation. I ain't never been in carbonation. I've watched them do this shit to carbonation, but now that this is happening to me, I'm like, what the fuck? Hell no. So hell yeah, I called the police because I'm like, I got my kids over here. You guys are threatening to come over my house and start trying to fight people. And I live in a decent neighborhood. It's an older neighborhood. Most of the people that's in my neighborhood are at this time, even at 3607, were like baby. What's the people called empty nesters? They didn't raise their kids. Very quiet neighborhood. I don't live in the ghetto in the hood somewhere where people just come over there and start a bunch of bullshit. I live in a pretty decent area. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to come really into this area acting like a fool because the police will come quick. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I love about this, where I live at, this part of Texas. The police will come in a heartbeat. Boom. They call the police. Boom. They're there. Look, 5 minutes later, they sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't play that shit over here. So, hell yeah, I called the police. The police said, listen, there ain't really much we can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a gun? That's what the police told us. You got a gun? In case someone come over here, you got the right to shoot them. That's what we was told. But I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Is this going to really get to this point? People began to show my address online because I guess they said, well, we didn't dox you. Jaguar doxed you. She showed her car outside, and Them knowing how to zoom in on stuff, they was able to look at the address and pinpoint where we were at. Now, I had a conversation with King World in the behind the scenes. He said he worked for OnStar at some point, and that's how he was able to find out where people were through the license plate. You know what I'm saying? Now, this was after we had called the FBI, but bottom line is that they were tracking them down, like no GPSing where they was going when they was going down the real life street stars, GPS in the parking lot, and we're like, this shit is crazy. Like, what the fuck are they have us? And then I think that Shaka got a email from World saying, check your, you better change your password on your email, some shit like that. So we were literally like, this guy's hacking into our email. So my thing is, you don't want to be called, you don't want to be labeled into a hacker. You don't want to be labeled into a person that's doing certain stuff, but then you're kind of giving off the mystique that you're doing stuff. So of course we got children. There's like 4 kids over this house. A newborn, a 6-month-old baby, newborn or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 14. How old was it? 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So we're not really taking no risk of somebody coming over there while we got our kids over there. We're not taking no risk of all that. You know what I'm saying? And it was, and the Kulu was like, he immediately just, as soon as he started talking, he immediately went into boxing match. I'll beat you out in the field somewhere. All this, it just went straight into like some kind of a violent, wanting to fight type of thing. And then this guy, Ross King, he's like, I'll jump on a plane. I'll come knocking at your door. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And King World wasn't threatening all that. He wasn't saying all that. But he had those guys talking that. Now, I don't know if they capable, what they're capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? You have people talking about they're going to go to people's jobs. They know where he work at. They fixing to pull out around the job and all type of stuff. And you expect people to do all that, and people ain't going to call the authorities. So, I mean, it's either that or we fixing to shoot, like, get some guns out and start shooting niggas. Like, find out where you live and make the first move. We're not on that. This is family environment. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling the goddamn police. You know what I'm saying? I done been domestic abused so many goddamn times and didn't call the police that now, if somebody, you look at me the wrong way, I'm a Karen now. I call the police. You know what I'm saying? If you yelling too loud, I'm calling the police. But because when I didn't call the police, I just got my ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting up there with a black eye and a busted mouth and black and blue and bruised because I'm not, well, no, I ain't gonna call, I ain't no police person. I ain't gonna call police. I'm sitting up there all fucked up. People riding past my house? Hell yeah, I called the FBI. And I do it a goddamn again. Let somebody be doxing I will call everybody. I will call Tyrone. Everybody, I'm calling him. I don't give a fuck. And I'm buying extra bullets. I'm not playing with. But he did get on there yelling. He was yelling at me earlier that day. And my thing, got his phone, Velvet, invite them in, give him a whole bunch of free stuff. And this guy goes into her house after she gave them all types of free stuff and taped all and recorded her whole house. Now she's a single mother, a woman with kids. And this guy exposed her whole thing to everybody online. She's a woman by herself with 2 kids, and you do that. So I know this guy's not wrapped too tight. I'm not gonna take no risk of that nigga coming to my house and destroying my fucking shit. No, this guy is crazy to do that. And the way he was talking, I do not take that lightly at all. You hear me? I don't play that shit. You want to threaten me, honey? I'm going to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? So he goes online, Genesis is canceled. She's canceled. We should have never been dealing with her anyway. Okay. I guess I'm canceled. Once again. The one everybody likes to hate, right? But anybody with sense in that situation. But he tried to say it's because he thinks I'm riding with night and day in their situation. I'm like, that situation is a situation on its own. I think that it's crazy how I think that maybe King World was mad because his page got taken down off that Jaguar shit and he was pissed off. I don't know. But he did get on there yelling. He was yelling at me earlier that day. And my thing is that the moment he yelled at me like that, I blocked him. I said, you know what? I don't like that just because I mentioned his the fact that something that he sent me in the mail. He sent me an email saying, a text saying, oh, Javon's going to be on this panel. Then I guess Right. I'm sorry about that. I was like talking without the thing being on. But up to this point, right? I'm being logical. Okay. They're mad because I said this and that about King World, right? But the bottom line is that I'm just talking about how I'm viewing things. So I guess I'm not allowed to voice my opinion on King World, and that's where we get into that. We're gonna get into it. Let's go. He found out that his page was struck. Then he went live, and I think he was talking about it. He was like, okay, we'll go to this new channel before they stop him, whatever. And so he went to he created a new channel, or sent everybody to this other channel. They struck his channel, so he was not able to go live on that other channel no more. And I guess when he was in the middle of like telling everybody where to go, I think I like mentioned the Javon situation, and he went ballistic. That ain't what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking to. He blocked me and everything, so I couldn't say nothing. I'm like, well, hold on now. Now that shit triggered the fuck out of me. I'm like, oh no, we ain't doing that. Hollering at the top of your lungs shit. I already been through domestic violence. So that shit, the way he yelled on that thing, it reminded me of when that nigga was yelling at me, beat me up. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be, no. And he has spazzed out a couple times on people like that. And I'm not. And at first I wasn't gonna say nothing about this. Everybody like, no, you don't want the smoke. Man, I'm not. I don't give. At this point, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be silenced by no one. The nigga was yelling at me. I don't think it was appropriate to yell at no women like that. If that's how he gets, when he get mad, he get to hollering and screaming at women. That's on some other stuff. Like that was unnecessary. All he had to do was say, "Hey, Mount Genesis, that ain't what we talk about right now. I'm about to mute you." You know what I'm saying? I would have. Okay, ooh, my bad. Exactly. See, everybody on his panel, like when I got up there to talk about Shaka, they're mad at the fact that I even spoke up and said this, right? And to me, that is like unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? A person can't have an opinion outside of the horde, the group. That's groupthink, and it's ridiculous. It really wasn't that big of a deal. Even people that even saw it when I talked to me on the side and was like, God, well, he was tripping, wasn't he? And of course, you got the one people in the audience, yeah, Genesis, oh yeah, what he said. Because it's almost like that high school, the high school TV shows where you got the fucking leader and you got the other people like, yeah, what he said. Come on, man. People got to start thinking for themselves and stop being followers. You know what I'm saying? Stop being followers. Stop being fucking followers, bro. I'm like, oh my God. So they got mad at this. This is the live, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I'm gonna get into this other stuff. So today, Shaka Zulu, I guess to really like add insult to injury, they decided to bring Shaka onto the panel. Now they had already befriended Jag, and got her after I had cussed her out about like shoving peanut butter up somebody's behind. Then they decided to bring Shaka up onto the panel. And he begins to tell a bunch of like lies about the situation and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that I have the receipts, you know what I'm saying? Like as much as people want to say whatever, I have the receipts to the things that they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of what Shaka said. So let's get into it. Hold on. I'll do this and then play it.
Whatnot. So I'm gonna give him, a little minute on this one right here, and then we'll see where we're gonna go. Because I don't know what's going on, or if he got busy or whatever. I don't know. So let me.
So anyway, how you doing, Shaka?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
Hey, Shaka.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you.
I'm doing well. How y'all doing? Y'all quiet as a motherfucker now. It was just popping.
We good.
We was waiting on her. We was waiting on
her.
Waiting
on an answer.
Motherfucker jumping.
There is none. So how go ahead, Shaka.
I'm just here. I'm just
go to the network. No one
panel. So
if you streamed it on our YouTube channel, you still fucked up. That's not what we discussed. That's not how was you gonna make your money back from that?
All right, let me go back a little bit. What y'all ended up doing? That's what y'all ended.
It seems like you're playing both sides. You don't have anything to address concerning that.
Concerning what?
So they were trying to get me to have a
Crickets, I guess
conversation
not.
about
So
Anyway,
what
how
I
you
said
doing,
about King
Shaka?
World. I'm not gonna have
I'm
that
doing well.
conversation.
How you
I'm talking
guys
about
doing?
Shaka at this point.
hey, Shaka.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can
Oh,
see
okay.
you.
I'm
We
doing
can hear-
well. How y'all doing? Y'all quiet as a motherfucker now. It was just popping.
We good.
we was waiting on her. We was waiting
So
on
We
her.
it,
waiting on an answer
Y'all
or
had this
reply.
motherfucker jumping.
There is none. And so how go ahead, Shaka.
I'm just
You
here.
got
I'm what's up. I'm just here. I'm just
so
here to
so
talk.
Shaka, you're not
How you
telling
doing,
all the
DJ?
way. Hi, Shaka. You're not telling the truth all the way.
About what?
First of all, when you're talking about the channel, okay, why would you think that I should not? Okay, first of all, the reason why I've simulcasted the channel on my channel was because you only had 8 subscribers on Zulu Vision YouTube. So I simul streamed it on YouTube, on my YouTube and your channel. So I don't know, and so I don't know why you're lying and saying that. That's a lie.
DJ, it wasn't supposed to be on neither one of our YouTube channels.
Okay, so
It was supposed
Priscilla
to be on
convinced us
Zulu
to put
Vision
it.
TV, so you leaked it, and that cost
No,
us
I did not
big no
leak
money.
it. It was on both channels, Shaka. That's the
But it
reason why
wasn't
you're able
supposed
to
to.
cut it
But
up
I'm trying
now.
to tell you, it wasn't
Okay,
supposed to be
wait
on
one
neither
But
second.
channel.
you
Wait
didn't
one
pay
second.
for it.
Wait one second.
It wasn't
That's
supposed to
another
be on
Allow.
thing. You
neither
didn't
channel.
pay for
Hey,
it. Bottom line is that I paid for the entire interview between Charleston White and Priscilla. I paid for that whole thing to happen. I arranged it. I put it together. I organized it. They did the food. They cleaned the house. They did that aspect of it. But actually putting things together, I did. So for him to tell me, "Oh, why are you streaming it on your platform and not only ours?" That is a person that's trying to use you because say I never streamed it on my platform and we only streamed it on Zulu Vision and we still fell out. Guess what? I would be with nothing. So I at least have some ownership of the video that I paid for the whole thing to happen. But in their mind, they wanted it to be 100% Zulu Vision production, and then they could own it. If they fall out with me, they could own 100% of it.
hold
I
on,
got a
hold on,
question.
hold on,
I got
hold
a
on, hold on,
question.
hold on.
And
Wait,
you,
please.
most of us
Wait
are
1
neutral. We
second
are
and
outside of
let.
this, and we don't know. Okay. So DJ, you're not addressing the issues that you have with people on this panel. So how do you expect us to believe you with your issues with Shaka?
It doesn't matter if you believe. I'm just talking about how Shaka sitting here acting like I didn't fork out all this money. So basically, what I was supposed to do
I never
was,
said.
was
I never.
hold
I
on. What
never
I was supposed
said
to do was
any of
put the
that.
whole Charleston White thing together, put it all on your channel, and then y'all leave me with nothing, and I just don't get shit out the deal. Was
I
that what
thought
was
we was
supposed to happen?
partners. Why would you feel like that if we partners?
Because I mean, that's what y'all
Because
ended
what?
up doing. That's what y'all ended up doing.
Because you were feeling that way, right? So you started making moves because you was feeling some type of way.
No,
Because you
that's
was
what you
think.
guys
You
ended
just
up
said it.
doing.
I'm not
You
about to
guys
play the
ended up
games.
teaming up and everything like that as a little group, and y'all started to be amongst each other. And another thing is a lie is I did not know that these guys were coming from LA or wherever the hell they came from. And I walked
DJ,
in
I
and they
let
were
you know.
laying
I
on the
told you
couch.
they was coming in to help me clean.
No,
To
you
help
did
me
not
finish
tell
the
me
house.
that. You did not. I walked in and he was laying sleeping on the couch. I said, "Who is that?" And you said, "Oh, that's my friend from
DJ, I
Wichita."
told you I was
Da-da-da.
going to the airport. I told you when they was coming in. I gave you the flights, and you told me to invite them to the other house, and we invited them
No,
to the
that
other
is a
house.
lie. Lies. He did not give me the airport and all this other stuff. We weren't even talking like that. I was at this house. He was over there. I just happened to come over there, and then they were there while he was working on music. So that's a lie. Lie number one. Let's go.
They
That's a
came to
lie.
the barbecue, and we.
That the barbecue happened later on.
Listen, they was only there for like 3 days.
No, they were not. They were there for weeks. And if you actually look at Shaka's Instagram, you'll see that they were there for damn near 3 weeks. So that's another lie. So he's lying out his teeth in like a week or two.
Okay, so wait a
How
minute.
would you know
Wait
if
a
you
minute.
never
Hold
came to
on,
the house,
y'all.
DJ?
Hey,
Dude,
just
because
one.
you
Hey,
can
real
check your
quick.
Instagram. You can check your
Man,
Instagram.
DJ, chill.
DJ, hold up for 1 second.
Real quick. You're not invited up here to argue and be argumentative. Let him speak. Let him answer what he had. Let him answer whatever you have to say. Let's not make it into no argument or no drama. Just talk it out.
Right.
Understood. All right.
My bottom line
proceed.
is she's saying that she didn't fuck it up. You fucked up the money. You streamed it on your channel, and even if you streamed it on our YouTube channel, you still fucked up. That's not what we discussed. That's not how was you gonna make your money back from that?
Keyword, how was I going to make my money back from that? Okay, because I was the only one investing my money. But only thing he had invested was a name, Zulu Vision. But I'm supposed to go by what he says because his name is on it. So all he did was when I started the channel, I said, "Hey, what should this be called?" He said Zulu Vision. Now I could have named it Boo Boo Vision. It could have been but this it could have been any vision. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to be Zulu Vision, but because he attached his name onto it, now there's this false sense of ownership that he begins to have, and any like investment that I have that I'm putting into it, my time, my effort, it's like, no, you didn't do nothing, you messed everything up, blah blah blah. But meanwhile, all you did was clean the house that day and try to bark out orders about what you thought how things should be done. But from YouTube clicks, from getting
How? When you don't have no YouTube following, you just said I don't have no YouTube. So how's you gonna make your money back if you didn't put it on the network for $1.99?
I
Make everybody go pay to
monetized
watch
than
it.
you were.
Make that make sense.
I was monetized. I was closer to 800 than you were, to 1,000 than you were.
It's not about me, or it's not about you. It's about the network. You keep.
Sir, first of all, I had 800 followers. You had 8. Princella had convinced us, instead of like releasing it on our network immediately, she convinced us to put it on YouTube first because she said it will blow up there and then you could direct people to the network. Now, as far as like putting it only on Zulu Vision only had 8 subscribers. And also on top of that, I wanted to make sure that I'm not going to put everything in one basket. I'm not stupid. So I streamed it on you can see the Charleston White and Princella thing on my channel. You can also see it on Zulu Vision's channel. Now, right now they have separated from me. They are making money off of it. They've clipped this damn video up so many goddamn times. They're probably still making money off of it. I have not done that. So whatever the hell he's talking about is irrelevant, because the only thing I did was put the whole video on my channel. I have not clipped it up, and I know how to clip things up. You know, and that's what one thing. But go ahead.
Entertaining.
No one was going to go to the network. No one cared about the network. No one was going to go to the network.
Then what was the fucking point of creating a network and doing all this shit?
That's what Princella explained us to that you should put it on YouTube first to bring attention to the network.
About our business, that don't make sense. You're not making
that's what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
You're not making no sense right now. We talking about our business. You bringing Priscilla in. That ain't got shit to do with what we discussed. What we was gonna do with this network that you created for me.
So I made a network and created it for him. But he said he didn't want the network. He said that, you know what, this is not, you know, I'm a chef. You should have just invested in me as a chef versus like spending all this money investing in Charleston White, investing in Princella. You should have gave that money to me and gave it to me as a chef. Now all of a sudden he's 100% invested in the TV station that he didn't even want to be a part of. He told me, I don't want this. You're the one doing this. This is you. You just want us to work and whatever and whatever.
The problem. That's what we're discussing. You keep going around that.
You
never discussed how we was going. You said you put all this money into it. So what was your plan, or how was you going to get your money back?
Okay, first of all, you said you didn't want the network. Remember?
Fuck all that. Listen.
So you're saying that it was supposed to be for you. You said you didn't want it. So I gave you guys back the money that you guys spent, and I said I'll just take it back. Remember?
So you didn't have a plan. So you just had a plan on starting some shit, but you didn't have a plan on how to execute it. So you just, how the fuck is you a partner then? What was we partners?
I created
the whole thing. You didn't have no way on how you was going to execute getting your money. So you just spent money on some shit and you didn't have no plan.
No, the plan was to make it blow up on YouTube and then direct people over to the network. But once our relationship failed, I no longer had that final plan of directing people over to the network. I stopped doing that. I let the network go to zero. Right now, Zulu Vision, if you go to the website, it doesn't exist anymore. The plan was to use YouTube to bring people over to
the plan was to use me.
Zulu Vision. What?
Your only plan was to use me, because if that was the case, you would have put it in your own name and started the network in your own name.
You know what? I asked
you. It didn't have to be in Zulu Vision because you went and did that and put it in my name. Zulu is me.
No. Sir, when I asked you what should it be called, you said Zulu Vision. And that was the biggest mistake of my life. I should have never freaking made the network your name, because once it did, your fucking head blew up when that got dang on Charleston White. Shit blew up, your head blew up right along with it.
You know, it ain't your vision if it's Zulu's vision. How the fuck is it Monica's vision? Should have put Monica's vision and made that the name of the network. I would have never had nothing to say about shit. We would have kept doing business, and I would have made a contract with you for me, whatever the fuck I did. We would have had separate contracts for that. I would have been 1099 out. Boom, that's how we would have did business. We were supposed to be partners. You said you started this for me. You said you went and did all this shit. Okay, so make it make sense. If you spend all.
When I say I started it for him, so initially we started a tax prep company, right? No, and the whole objective is to like make a quick bag off of certain people because he knew how to do get like the tax credit. They was gonna take their cut out of those tax credits and go to Mexico. That was the original plan. So 6 months down the line, we're in April. None of that is happening. None of that $10,000. Okay, let's go to Mexico is happening. So I'm like, you know what? This is a failure. Now they might have been doing stuff. They might have been making money off the side, but they wouldn't. I wasn't aware of any money. So I see it as a failure. I'm not going to continue. It's called a pivot. That's what it's called in business. It's called pivoting, right? When one thing is not working, you do not continue down the same road of fucking failure. You pivot. So I pivoted over to creating Zulu Vision, you know? And really, it wasn't even Zulu Vision. It could have just been any vision, you know? It really was my vision because I had the idea to bring Charleston White and Princella together because I'd already put Princella on Real Life Street Stars after she did Fresh and Fit. Okay, put her on House of Consciousness. She was great, growing the buzz, and then she went on to Real Life Street Stars. And the next thing was going to be Charleston White, which Real Life Street Stars is the one that even helped me to get the interview with Charleston White and Princella. So let's go.
This money, how was you gonna make? I know how I'm gonna make money off. How was you gonna make money off of it?
Eventually, from people joining the network after we built enough people on YouTube, they would join the network,
Here
just
we go
like
with that we
Tasha K and
shit.
everybody else. What?
It was your money. It was all your money. You supposed to have a plan on how you gonna execute your money. I know.
Now he said, "How are we going to make money?" He said, "How are you going to make money?" So here,
So you didn't have a plan. So you just had a plan on starting some shit, but you didn't have a plan on how to execute it. So you just, how the fuck is you a partner then? What was we partners?
I created
you
the
just
whole
had a
thing.
plan and you didn't have no way on how you was gonna
Right?
execute getting your money. So you just spent money on some shit and you didn't have no plan.
The plan was to use YouTube to bring people over to
the plan was to use me.
Zulu Vision. What?
Your only plan was to use me because if that was the case, you would have put it in your own name and started the network in your own name.
You know what? I asked
it didn't have to be in Zulu's Vision because you went and did that and put it in my name. Zulu is me.
No.
You don't. It ain't your vision if it's Zulu's Vision. How the fuck is it Monica's Vision? Should have put Monica's Vision and made that the name of the network. I would have never had nothing to say about shit. We would have kept doing business, and I would have made a contract with you for me. Whatever the fuck I did, we would have had separate contracts for that. I would have been 1099 out. Boom. That's how we would have did business. We were supposed to be part.
Zulu Vision did not exist prior to me creating the actual network and asking him what should it be called. So all this like Zulu Vision talk, like it was like something that existed before, did not exist. It was just something I said, "Hey, what should it be called?" He said Zulu Vision. Now he's pretending like now he probably, if it would have been called Tribe Zulu, now he does own Tribe Zulu. But Zulu Vision, he don't own that. So anyways.
You said you started this for me. You said you went and did all this shit. Okay, so make it make sense. If you spend all this money, how was you gonna make? I know how I'm gonna make money off. How was you gonna make money off of it?
Eventually, from people joining the network after we built enough people on YouTube, they would join the network. It's like Tasha K and everybody else. So I said, after we built enough people on YouTube, so he says, "There you go with that we shit." What?
It was your money. It was all your money. You supposed to have a plan on how you gonna execute your money. I know we.
They would start the thing on. See, ain't no we. So the whole time he's looking at this thing about me, but then he's trying to make it seem like I'm trying to use him, but in his mind he's thinking about me. How I know how I'm gonna do it. What was you gonna do, right? So I'm telling him the whole play. Okay, listen, it's a network, this, that, the other. And in his mind, he already figured out how he was going to make money off of it. And then I'm saying how we were going to do it because I thought we were a team. And then he says, "There you go with we." And then create a network aside from the YouTube page.
Hey, but time out. Now we got to let her speak. We can't ad lib through her speaking, brother. Let her speak. Let her answer. Let her give her rebuttal. Now go ahead, Jennifer.
Most people start their YouTube channel to get an audience. They only had 8 people on Zulu Vision because I told them a long time ago that I was putting this together. It took me 3 months to actually get the whole thing done, the actual network created on Roku, the website, all that. It took me 3 months before we actually launched with Charleston White. So all that stuff was me putting things together. They didn't do any of that. So I put that whole thing together. That was me. The website, organizing all that stuff, even up to Charleston White and Princella. I organized that entire thing. So even though and all I said was, "What should the network be called?" To Shaka, he said Zulu Vision. He said Zulu Vision. I said, "What should it be called?"
You
I
ain't
have
got
a
to keep
question. I have a
mentioning all of
question.
these people.
I have a question for Genesis. So, all this business, all of whatever you're saying, at one point, where are you compromising your morals for this business? Like, because it seems like you don't have a standard. There's as long as where the money is.
What the fuck is she talking about? So you're compromising your morals. It's all about where the money is. Well, guess what? When you have a business, that's what you're focused on. There's no what morals? Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean morals and where the money? What?
Because we know so much about this Shaka saga scenario and other people that you so-called did business with. And then on the other end, you always turn into the victim. But it's like, at what point, where's your lesson learned and where were your morals?
I mean, the lesson learned, they're still making money off of Zulu Vision. I'm not making no money off of Zulu Vision. They got what they wanted. They made more money off of the lesson learned is not to trust niggas. You know what I'm saying? On some shit. Get a contract. That's the lesson. So I don't know. But when you talk about morals and business, that you have integrity. And I think I was very integral in the entire business thing that we were doing was very integral. I let them know every step of the way of what I was doing as I was doing it. You know, I don't know why he's trying to make it seem like I snuck behind his back and did things behind it. But I really didn't. He didn't even put no money in. He had no skin in the game. He had no skin in the only skin in the game he had was a name, Zulu Vision. Charleston White. I haven't made no money off of Charleston White. They got all the money. So
No,
as much as
but
as
what
much as they could have
Toya's
nothing to complain about because concerned about, they was able to
what
promote
Toya is
it.
asking you is what have you learned from this? Because a lot of the times you allow things to happen and then turn around and hide your hands and play victim as if you weren't aware of these.
So let me just like warn you guys. The victim word is going to be sprinkled throughout this whole thing. That I'm trying to be the victim, you know? And they're killing me with this is because like, bro, when someone steals your equipment and steals things out of your house, okay? They're like, oh no, you should just let that go. You got money from the tax, you got $1,000 for your taxes. That should have been enough. Let them have the camera equipment. I'm like, bro, are you guys insane? Now I didn't continue on with the legal process because I was like, they're not even responding back to me. I was calling the investigator. He was not answering my calls. Now I couldn't really get into that because I was being bombarded on this panel, but you'll see. Let's see.
Things, but this is your
Hold on,
home,
let's
and we
see.
see. Hold on, we see how you can get loud and rowdy and bowdy and rah when you want to. So we're asking you, how in the world could you allow these things to happen, considering the character that we saw of you, and what have you learned from it so that you don't get yourself in this situation again?
Oh, things that be on paper. It has to be ironed out on paper. Contracts need to be signed. All that should have been done straight up from the beginning, and there would be no misunderstanding. Because right now it's his word against mine. If we had the paperwork, then we'd have that set up to be able to like to go.
And how many times did I come to you and sit down with you and say, let's put it on paper?
We did put it on paper at some point.
I said, let's put it on paper before the event, during, after, before the Charleston, all that. So you just put it all on paper. I came to your house. I sat down with you for a whole hour. We sat there and talked.
The put it on paper part didn't come until meeting of the minds.
You had made contracts for everybody but me.
What?
You paid for people to fly into town. You paid for people's
that was meeting of the hotels. Minds.
You paid for all that, and you still had no contract with me. But you wanted me to perform. You wanted me to host. You wanted me to cater. You wanted me to do all these things. So how was I going to get compensated for all that? Without no contract.
I already had agreed to pay you a certain amount to do that. But if we're
both partners, what was the agreement?
Well, first off, the Eventbrite of the whole event was in their name. Period. So guess what? When they left and like abandoned the whole thing, abandoned my situation, everything, and stole my equipment, guess what? All the ticket sales, that everything that would have been sold would have went to them 100%. So as much as he's over here trying to posture like, oh, well, we didn't have a contract, but no, you guys were in control of the ticket sales of that said event. It was under Azim's name, under Tribe Zulu. It was not under my name. So I'm paying all this money to get the people out to do the event. I'm paying for the venue. I'm paying for the artist. But guess what? The tickets alone were done under Tribe Zulu in under their email address. I did not have access to that. And the moment they left, they cut off my access to that back end. But no one bought tickets anyway, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
What
would
was
I
the
have to pay
agreement?
you out of my pocket if we're partners?
What was the agreement? What was the
It
amount?
was-
What was the figure? What was the percentage? What was it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
But it was there was a
You paid for all that and you still had no contract with me, but you wanted me to perform. You wanted me to host. You wanted me to cater. You wanted me to do all these things. So how was I going to get compensated for all that
I already
without no
think I
contract?
already had agreed to pay you a certain amount to do that. But if we're both
Where did
partners,
you
why
have
would-
what
why
did
would
you
I
what
have
was
to
the
pay you?
agreement?
Why
What
would
was
I
the
have to? We had a verbal agreement, just like we had a verbal agreement to pay him for the Charleston White event, and I paid him, and I paid Glitter for hosting it. So I don't know. Now all of a sudden you don't trust me because I put the video on my channel also. You guys didn't get to monopolize 100% off the video and only have it on your channel so that when you guys left, when you were planning to leave, because the whole time Azine was on Section 8 and was waiting for her voucher to go through. And what happened is the voucher went through and they were going to be leaving anyway. So when they decided to leave and go and live in the Section 8 house, they'd be able to leave me and not have to give me anything. But I'm supposed to but I'm wrong. Pay you out of my pocket if we're partners.
What was the agreement? What was the amount? What was the figure? What was the percentage? What was it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
There was a fee. There was a fee that you guys were going to get for being I got to
You
go back.
had contracts. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
I got to go back into my email to get that. I don't know that right off the top of my head, but there
And
was
also-
an actual fee that we agreed to. So
Also-
I'm paying you to, and that's clearly what was about to happen in this situation. And I made sure I just covered my ass. I made sure that the video was not only shared on Zulu Vision, it was shared on the website, and it was also shared on my channel. I was not going to allow it to 100% be on Zulu Vision because one, they knew that I was doing this TV station from April all the way until the event in July. They hadn't done nothing to promote the Zulu Vision channel. They hadn't put no videos up on there. They probably put maybe one or two. But meanwhile, my channel, I was constantly putting things up. I had 800 followers. Okay. So in their mind, like, oh, you should have put it 100% on a channel with 8 followers and just go with that. And I'm like, no one's going to see it or at least share it, you know? So I leveraged my 800 followers. And I believe that is what made the video popular enough to continue to be shared and eventually become viral. The thing, but we're partners though. I'm paying you to cook and do this and do that, but we're partners.
Also,
and it's your channel.
Also, to be honest with you, like I said, I'm neutral. Okay, so you said these people trash you.
Also, they wanted me to pay them. So the whole thing was they felt like they should be paid for any work that they did for me, but then we'd be partners. But I'm also paying everybody else out of my pocket. It was a money grab. It's a money grab.
Your house, and now you're up on a panel trying to talk to these people as if you never said that. Like, what's going on?
Oh no, they did leave shit in my closet, which was disgusting. And
You
you did do
accused
that.
them
That's
of
the fucked up ass shit. You
stealing.
did steal my camera. That's another lie. You guys, but I'm trying to have respect for King World's panel and not go up and be going off on and tripping out. But he did. But you did steal my camera work, and you can see the damn camera in your glasses when you were doing your thing. So stop lying about that. That's a lie. Why would you lie about? You know you could go because you already know what's up about that. You know that. Come on now.
You contacted the police, correct?
Yes, I did.
And what happened with that?
I don't know.
Why did they stop? Why did they stop all the charges and everything?
I don't know. I lost touch with
you. Don't know. You want me to refresh?
Know.
Let me refresh your memory because I sent them the text message of you telling me I can have everything, take everything.
I never. First of all, that was earlier on when I initially got into an argument with him, but then he said he didn't want nothing to do with the channel. Now, take everything did not mean my camera equipment and my TV, all my studio equipment. That was meaning, listen, you can take Zulu Vision because he felt like I was trying to make him into a slave, working for me, this, that, the other. I said, listen, you can have Zulu Vision. It's under your name. It's your logo. It's your thing. The whole objective of this whole thing was to try to get you guys residual income so you can get the fuck up out my house and move to Mexico. Now, that does not mean you can take my camera, my TV, and everything in my studio. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I bought that. I did not buy that under Zulu Vision. I bought that under Monica Lockett on Amazon.com. I did not buy that under Zulu Vision. Now, if we created an LLC and I bought those items under a LLC called Zulu Vision, then you would have a leg to stand on. But that's not what happened. Said no, you could have everything.
That's why the case got dropped.
That's a lie.
All right,
I never said no. You can take everything.
Contact the court.
You know what we did?
Okay,
well, let me tell. Okay, all right. That's a lie.
Who
I never
filed
said. Why would I
cases?
tell you to
Monica
take
filed a
everything?
case. They contacted me. I sent them the text messages to me.
No, what I'm saying is, who
about
files
equipment,
cases?
everything. Huh?
Who files cases and don't follow through and don't know what happened?
I contacted the
That part.
guy. I did.
Listen, the
contact
police contacted me. I talked to them. I told them exactly.
Honey, you just sound like a person going with the narrative. You're forever a victim, DJ. Why are you even here? You are forever a victim, DJ. I'm telling my side of the story. I mean, I am doing it. I'm definitely. I chalked it up as a loss, but I'm gonna speak my fucking. I'm gonna talk my shit though. I'm gonna talk my shit. You don't just get to get on no panel and lie, and I'm just gonna let you just lie on me. No, I'm a no, that's not what's right. And then the people in now, even though the majority of the panel was on his side because they hate me, there's gonna be some people, maybe 10 or 15, that's gonna say, you know what, I see what she's saying. And that's the people I'm trying to reach. I'm not gonna allow this person to smear my name and lie on me and make it seem other than what it is.
Exactly what went down. I sent them the text messages. I sent them everything. They said, "Thank you, sir. We're gonna drop this case. Everything's good. We'll contact her and we'll let her know exactly what happened, how it went down." And
They did not
these
contact me
text
with none of
messages
that.
say exactly
That's
what
a
we
lie.
needed, and that was the last time I heard from them.
The problem sounds like, DJ, that you didn't call and follow up either. So if I was concerned about someone stealing and tearing up my home, I would be following up every opportunity that I could.
And you got renter's
follow
insurance.
up.
If we fucked up your house, why you didn't file renter's
Honey,
insurance?
I did file renter's insurance. Only got $1,000 back for all that. Honey, didn't you just disrespect Messi Badass? Why are you even over here? Talking about class. Child, you was supposed to be her friend for the longest, and you're the one that ain't got no damn class. Let me just stop even selecting your fucking things. What the hell? Shut up. Then tens of thousands worth of shit that I got.
Also, following through by coming up on a panel and calling them liars just looks like more entertainment to me.
I mean, why would I need to entertain? Man, whatever. People just want to say, listen, Shaka, I'm just saying, you know damn well what you're saying is a lie. What you're doing is, yeah, because you know that you actually sat there and filmed yourself on those cameras. So if you didn't steal so now you're saying you didn't steal the cameras. But earlier you said that
anything from you.
You said that he did steal the cameras, and then later on, I'm gonna just fast forward this because this is a bunch of after this. I'm gonna go into when they start to like cackling, all the women like get to like talking at the same time and yelling at me and whatever. Mainly this Michelle Fletcher person because she hates me. I don't know. One day I said. She asked me, why are you like a certain way and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, some people think I'm nice. Some people think I'm nice. And she took that to the moon and back and ain't been right since, honey. I'm like, girl, thing that you took earlier was a radio. Now you're saying you took it because you thought it was yours.
Anything. Those are your words.
No, you just said that you told the police that they could have. You could have everything.
That I sent them text messages of what you said.
Why would you send them text messages
and that's all I said.
You could have everything?
DJ, if you told him he can have everything, then he hasn't taken anything.
Wait a minute.
He just said no. He just said earlier that he only took a radio.
Goodness, hold on, DJ. Hold on.
He only took a radio. Clearly,
and you're still going. That's a
listen. He clearly took advantage, but the people are they hate me so much that they're not listening to what he's saying. My fucking TV is sitting in the back of his ass right now. That's the part that's crazy to me. It's like this nigga is sitting there with my fucking TV right there. And I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna like go into that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't prove that that's it. But I know that's my fucking TV. My TV is sitting right there behind him that he stole from my fucking house. And they're like, oh, well, you're why are you still mad about that or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Then Kulu gets up there. Here we go.
I'm just telling you, listen, I didn't take
Well,
nothing
if
from
I
you.
gave it to you, it wouldn't be anything wrong. You would say I
Well,
gave
then
it
why
to
are you
you, right?
crying
DJ,
about it then? I don't
yeah,
understand.
if you texted him saying he could take it all, DJ, if you texted him saying he could take it all, that's not
I
stealing.
never fucking texted him saying that. That's bullshit.
But Genesis,
Okay.
I'm just gonna say real fast that not following through with the courts.
Right. You know what? If I said that, why didn't he just bring it up on right there? He's trying to prove his point, right? Why didn't he just like open up his phone and scroll through and show? I said you could just take everything because in context it was about the business, not my personal fucking camera. And bitch stole my look. You can leave, got that bitch. You can leave. Now you trying to troll me now under different accounts. What the fuck is wrong with you? I ain't did nothing to you, bitch. I don't even know why the fuck you're over here tripping like that.
Coming on a panel like that does not look good in your face.
It doesn't. It's not about what's in my favor. I'm not up here about
Texas police, Dallas police would have arrested him if he really stole some stuff. You know what I mean? Like if he really took your stuff and you were serious about it, they would have arrested him and all that shit. The fact that he's not arrested all these months means he's innocent.
Dallas police would have arrested him. Dallas police cannot arrest you if you're in another state, sir. Stupid. The moment they took it, they left the fucking state. What the fuck are you talking about, Kulu? And I think he's in law enforcement. That's what's even crazy about the shit. This nigga's in law enforcement trying to like jump in on something. And they left the state. They took my shit and immediately left the state. No,
So
it does
just
not
drop
mean
it.
he's innocent. It just means
Yes, it is.
It means
Like, does he have a charge for for stealing? No. Like, is he in handcuffs or in jail? He's not.
Them been out of a whole. Why would I sit there and spend all this time trying to find out? I would have to get an investigator to figure out where they are, and they're like gypsies. They're going from place to place. They done been in about 4 different states since this whole thing happened. I think they went down to Houston at one point. Then they went to North Carolina, then to Atlanta, then over to California. Like, how are you gonna fucking? I think they were in Seattle at one point. Like, so I'm supposed to like just trace them down everywhere they go for a embezzlement charge. Like, I said, you know what? It is what it is, and I have not said shit about this shit ever since then. I've been focusing on my content. I've been doing interviews. I have not even said nothing about that. Now, meanwhile, they're doing Surviving DJ Genesis. They're doing about 3 and 4 versions of it. You know what I'm saying? Different like series. And one time I did like a review of it, but then I took it down because I'm like, you know what? I gotta move on from this. I have been moved on. Been moved on. If this bitch says if this BSML bitch says another thing, just block her, Angela, please, for me. She don't know what the hell she's talking. State somewhere. They left.
Yeah, he moved on. He moved on, but notice how you're still in the same bullshit, still in the same crowd.
I want my
He moved on with his whole family.
He's saying I'm still in the same bullshit, sir. I was not thinking about this until he came up there talking and lying about the situation. That's when I came up here. He gets to come up here and lie on me. And I'm not fixing to say nothing. No.
You have your homeowner insurance. Like her pipes bust, so they had to the homeowner.
It wasn't tapped out. It was not tapped out.
And then her water heater bust. And
Once
they had to cover that.
Well, the home insurance. Now, let me just tell you that. Now, I know this for a fact because I own a home. Like the home insurance package, that's different. That's like home warranty and stuff. Home insurance and theft and stuff like that's a whole different thing. So when something like your refrigerator, your dishwasher, whatever, your pipes, air conditioner, that's underneath the home warranty program that you purchase, that you can purchase outside of whatever maybe be included in whatever your loan information is. So that's kind of like separate. So that's what my thing was. Did you pay attention to what you chose? Because if you didn't, and if you did get a loss or whatever, then it's really not
anybody's responsibility that you only got capped out at 1,000 because that's what you chose. That's why I said,
No,
did you go
so
back
what
and
it-
look at
no,
your paperwork?
So what? Now, see, what happened is that I had homeowners insurance. Now, homeowner insurance only really covers theft, but because of the fact that it was considered embezzlement because we were doing business together, that cut into the amount of money they were able to like depreciate it based on business and this, that, the other, and then they were only able to give me $1,000. But the investigator, the first thing is that he admits that I did call the police on him, that the investigator did contact him. He supposedly showed them a video or like some text message that said you could have everything, which really was not about my equipment, but the business of it all, right? You know, and was able to trick the investigator into thinking that I would really say that. That's crazy. What actually happened is that it wasn't considered theft because we were operating as a business, and so it was considered something else. I forget what the word is, but it's like not extortion. It's another word for it's another word. But
So
it's not
even
considered
with the police report,
theft. So when
they said it was
the investigator,
Uh-huh.
when the investigator came from the insurance company, because the investigator also worked with the police,
right.
they said that would not be under theft. It would be considered
Okay.
There's a word for it when you work for a company
Okay.
and you take something from the company and it's a business.
So do you know? Do you know? Do you?
Intellectual
So was
property
anything? So
embezzle.
did anybody get in contact back with you as a follow up to let you know that this case was closed out and why?
Not from the police station, but from the insurance.
And what did the insurance company tell you why it was closed?
They closed it. Well, we're gonna give you $1,000 because of depreciation and blah blah blah. Whatever the deductible plus the depreciation, and then this is what you get.
So
I can show you all that paperwork.
So that was the depreciation on all of you're saying that you put on the claim as far as like your equipment, the TV, and the camera.
So I'm not really showing the actual video itself, but throughout this whole thing, the comments are like, she's lying, she's blah blah blah. I'm like, man, are you guys serious? Really? She didn't pay attention because she is scamming too much. What? So someone steals equipment from my house, okay? And then they begin to like tell me on some other shit, like on some, you just need to let it go, Genesis. Like, it's like, what? They start to like talk about like I wanted to F Shaka, and the whole thing is really me being emotional. I did get emotional on the panel because they started to really piss me off. And I'm like, man, I wish I was here so I could just beat the shit out of somebody. It's very hard to, the way they be coming at you, it make you want to beat the crap out of somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you say that?
That's what I mean.
Because that's how ignorant her ass is. That just shows you right there.
And DJ mad because Glittered got the man that she wanted and she didn't.
The glitter ain't even there no more. What I'm saying is that first of all,
It don't
the
matter.
camera,
She still got it.
the camera was $1,000. I
DJ.
don't
You
want,
keep
I don't want this
losing.
nigga.
It's a good business deal.
Okay.
Clicks, views.
Shaka, you always
DJ Peter
advertising though
Griffin,
too.
you came over here and you lied now.
I
And
like
you
my
said
shit
that.
back up.
Shaka, you advertise in people's living room. You advertise and let them know what they could possibly get, and you advertise.
You said that you initially let Shock and them come there because they had nowhere to go. But 5 minutes ago, you just said it was all about making some money. It was all about
It was about, man, these people have amnesia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's bullying. It's like a whole group of people bullying. Please block this guy. I'm gonna just delete that comment. What are you talking about? Making some money. It was about making some
lying like
money.
a motherfucker.
It wasn't about
It was about
nobody
making
needed a
some
place
money.
to stay. It was
You
just
just
about
said it
we
was
came
about
together.
I
We
said
started doing
that. I
taxes.
said that. No, I
We
said
was
that.
doing taxes together. She wanted.
No, let's tell the real story, Shaka. The reason why you came was because you were trying to do the taxes on your own. There was a young lady who was doing them with you, and every time that you would do them, the people would run off with the money and not give you your cut. So that's how you began complaining to me. Then I said, okay, well, I know how to do it the right way through Santa Barbara. I was in touch with the Association of Black Tax Professionals. And I said, well, you know what? I'm closer to Mexico because they were trying to get back to Mexico, but he had to pay his child support in order to like be able to cross the border. He had to get his passport. So the whole reason why they were even at my house was to hit a lick real quick, do the taxes, and then go over to Mexico. It was not supposed to last a year. It was supposed to be like maybe like 3-4 months. So really, so what happened is that when that shit wasn't going through, I said, okay, let's like let's rethink this because we're not making the money we wanted to make to get over to Mexico that you're trying to do. So let's try something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing that we just forgot that whole like narrative, that the fact that you had back child support and that you were trying to pay that off to get your passport to go to Mexico. That whole thing just got forgotten in this whole conversation.
And so it was
She
about
wanted in
making
on that
money.
tax break.
So
Right, but
it was
she
about
made it
making money.
seem like y'all had nowhere to go, so she let y'all come there. That's why she didn't let everybody motherfucking come and stay at her house because she's just such a great citizen.
Yeah.
But now she's talking about it was all about money, like we knew from the motherfucking get go.
But
Okay,
then how come she fucked up the money and if it was all about money? Because she had an opportunity to make
That's what I
good
was
money.
gonna say.
because her
So,
ass is stupid. That's why
That's
she's
what I was gonna
ignorant
say.
and
So
don't
what
know
money was
shit.
And she don't have
Hey,
no
I'm just making sure
business
y'all see it,
acumen.
and
She
I ain't
blows
gonna say it.
money.
It's
No, I blow money when I don't have the right team around me. When I'm around the right people, I don't blow money. I make money. But when you have people that come around you with their own agenda, of course you're going to lose money because their agenda is to pretend like they're working with you, meanwhile pocketing their aspect of whatever they're earning, and then nickel and diming you about what they feel like you should be like given to them. You know, oh, it should be called Zulu Vision, right? Even though you're putting everything together, then attach their name to what you're doing, and then try to like come at you about, well, it should be like this, it should be like that. Let's be real. That's what happened.
It
it's
was a
all
good
in her
business.
head.
It was a good thing. It just
So
ended.
Genesis, what money did you make?
None.
None.
She lying. It's
No,
tax
she's
time.
not
You
lying.
made
She's
at
It's
not
least
tax
lying.
time.
$1,000 from that
No,
girl.
Whoa,
she
You
made
lying.
okay. She
whoa,
got nothing off
whoa.
it. She made
She
nothing.
got the tax money.
She made nothing.
DJ, quit lying.
She got a
Girl,
couple
see,
thousand
I
tax
need
money,
you
but
to
it
No,
be
was
I didn't make
honest
no
with
tax
me.
money. I didn't
she
make
only
any
got a
money
couple
off of
thousand
Yes,
in that too.
that. She had to make something. She made tax money. These people are fucking stupid. Shaka just sat there and said she ain't make no money because he made money. They were not giving me any. They were not giving my cut, even though I set the whole business up. Whatever they were they were the ones that made the money. That's why he's sitting up there like, oh no, she didn't make no money. We did. So you know what I'm saying. Let's talk about what's not being said here. She didn't make no money because they know that they made money. That's why they was able to buy a new car. They was able to move to a new place, travel around the country, hit a few states, you know what I'm saying? Finally land wherever the hell they are. You know what I'm saying? Take my cameras and do surviving DJ Genesis broadcast about me. And then these people are so fucking stupid. They're yeah, Genesis. It sounds like a high school you know how the high school like teenage movies where you got like the bully and like the people
Man, you do get in a tennis bag, man.
I'm way too creative than that, my nigga. That ain't even creative enough for what if I would have did some shit.
Man,
Listen,
it's a quick trip everywhere.
you
How the
do
fuck?
get in a
It's a quick
baseball
trip
bag,
everywhere.
man.
You
listen.
gotta hold
If I
that
would have
shit
did some
to
shit,
get
I would have
pictures.
did some shit. Like I had access to every bank account, everything. Like if I was a real nigga, I would have did a whole lot of different shit. If I was a fucked up nigga.
First of all, the fact that you would even think like that makes you a fucked up ass nigga. Because I never thought about going into your bank accounts and taking nothing out. Never. Because just as much access as you had, I had the same access. And that never crossed my mind. So the fact that you even were thinking about like that, like, oh, if I was really fucked up, I could have did this, means that you had to think about doing that to even say that. You understand what I'm saying? Like that, the fact that could be a thought that if I really was a fucked up ass nigga, I had access to everything. I could have like did this and did that. That showed you didn't do it, but shit. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even think like that if that was not your MO, the way that you operate? And getting back into this equipment, he pretty much admits to doing it. He admits to doing it, but you know, it's so much background noise that you can't even like hear him doing it. But he pretty much admits to it.
Y'all
See,
started out
that's
with
what I'm saying. It didn't start off like that. We had already known each other for months before that happened. Like we were on Bigo for a long time. Like a year, I think. We had a whole Shaka Zulu family. It was like 35, 40 people maybe in the family. So we had been on there talking and building, and not just not just on Bigo, but in person too. I was going out and meeting everybody, not just her. I met everybody that was in that motherfucker except Michelle. But
that's another thing is that they try to make it seem like I just build online relationships and start businesses with them. No, I met Shaka in person. Okay, before he ever came to my house, he came to an older house of mine that I had. We actually hung out for like about 3 or 4 days. You know what I'm saying? I met his other wife that he had. I think both of them. So I like actually met him. It was not an online, just meeting people online.
The other people, the big spenders, they were spending on me. Them motherfuckers was throwing $500 on me a night. Of course, I'm pulling up to see if we can do something in real life. Oh, you got that kind of money on the video, on the app? Let's go. Let's see what we can do in real life. Let's put some shit together. The fuck we gonna keep playing on the app for? So that's how that shit got started. We started tribezulu.com, and we was almost.
And you know what? That really need to watch out doing that shit, because really, like, you dragging like the forces of nature when you dragging my religion. You're not just dragging what you think you dragging. You know what I'm saying? And I would hate for a real Babalawo to see that, or a real practicer of the Orisha that really is really hardcore. If they see that, you know, y'all niggas gonna be in trouble, because y'all gonna have like a lot of like fucking shit coming your way, because that shit ain't cool. Now I really don't engage in some of the stuff, but y'all really they treading on some thin ass ice. They were trying to tell me, well, you watch out what you're doing. There's some deeper stuff to it. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about, sir, man. Was deep is how y'all are talking about somebody's belief system and religion that goes back thousands of years and you have no understanding of. Let's go into it.
Was fully successful, but that shit ended bad when DJ them started playing with the money. They got $5,000. They got 5,000. I don't know who's playing with the money. I'm going back and forth with you and your people. They telling me they not getting money that I'm sending directly to you, and they saying you're not getting no money. And I'm like, nigga, I'm out of 5 bands.
Hey, Shaka.
I sent the money, all the money. You see how when I talk to Shaka, I can't get a word in. That is what happened with the whole situation with the website. I'm trying to explain to him that the actual person in India, that I'm only getting a little bit. I'm like a project manager, and I'm sending the work off to India, and the Indian is asking me to get paid. But because he don't even let you talk and speak or whatever, you're gonna find it later on when I actually talk directly with him. You're gonna see how you can't get a word in with this nigga. You cannot like talk to him. And he tried to like making a joke like, oh, I said that him and Azine need to have sex or some shit like that. Yeah, because like, man, he was berating Azine. And Azine, she pretty much is down to a whisper right now. When she talked to him, she be whispering, okay? The more he yell at her, the more lower her voice get down to like she just mouthing her words. She's not even like fucking, there's no air coming through her mouth or nothing. Just, what do you mean? And finally she just man, child.
So I cut DJ off and I go directly with her people.
And they was, and then you got to see
and
for
her
yourself,
people fucked
right?
me over too. So at the end of the day, it was still going to be a fuck over at the end of the day, because they both was fucking me over. Because you brought me to these niggas and they fucked me over. You didn't protect me in the deal. You didn't protect me in the deal. That's what a partner would do. But protect his partner if I bring you to the table.
DJ still interested.
No, you were trying to cut me out and go direct, and you saw that.
I had to, because I don't know if you two motherfuckers, I don't know if y'all both getting over on me or what. So I'm gonna cut both of y'all. But I still needed to get it done. And you still got to see the source of the problem. Nobody else to get it done when I already had this business.
So he cut me out, and then he realized that the niggas in India is really the ones that kept begging for money, and then they actually took his whole website down. That wouldn't have happened if I was still in charge and still working with him, but you know, he tried to undercut me, go around me, and still work directly with my people. But the thing is that I'm the only thing to keep my people honest. Because you fucking around with some niggas that just don't give a fuck. They already in India. What you gonna do? But I keep them honest because I've been working with them for years, and they don't want to be cut off from work. So therefore, they're not gonna fuck you over. But when you go around me and try to work directly with the people, the source of like the work, they're gonna try to get you for everything. And there's a lot of people who have that story. they try to cut me out and start working direct, and man, it's miserable for them. I keep the people honest.
We wasn't even through a full tax season to say that.
Dude, it was 1 month away from the
That's what I'm
tax
saying.
season. The actual first
Monica,
event happened. I bought the station. It
What
was not
business do
April.
you go into to expect to make money right off the
Tax
bat?
season is over in April, Shaka. I started the company, the TV station in April because we didn't make no money. Well, I didn't make no money. I'm not sure if y'all did.
Listen, I know people who file taxes all year round, quarterly, all year round. People file taxes whenever they motherfucking feel like it.
And DJ,
And
are
they
you
always
still
looking for somebody to file their taxes. So if you say that's when it ended for you, hey, that's when it ended for you.
I mean, when tax season
That's
was
what
over and
you-
I saw
you know.
wasn't no money being made, I had to move
But
on.
for
to
me,
I would be pissed off because she stipulated that that a lot of her customers didn't even get their money, and that she spent the end of her tax year writing letters to them regarding this. So
Prove
what
it.
happened with the tax business, and why was it that or how was it that the customers did not get paid? Did you take this money like she said you did, or what happened with that?
okay, so I ain't never took no money from nobody. Everybody that we did taxes for, they got their money. I don't know what she's.
That's a loaded question. I never said that they took the money. Now, the first batch of people, right? They did the taxes for them. The ones that I brought didn't get their taxes back. They got like a flag, right? The people that I brought to them because I don't think they knew what the hell they were doing. Then when they started doing the real taxes through Santa Barbara and this, that, the other, what they did was they didn't put it through the system of Santa Barbara. They made sure that people just got their checks and then paid them on the back end. So that's what I'm saying. That's that they made money off the taxes and didn't pay.
Now there's some people that didn't get their money and they're still pending to this day. That don't mean that ain't nothing on us.
You understand what I'm saying? They're still paying him to this day. Now, meanwhile, the tax business was under my name. So why would they be paying them? And where's my cut at? You understand? So he's proving my point.
That's how it is.
Now the IRS actually flagged those particular people and it was considered fraud because of the how it was done. Something was wrong with a discrepancy in the taxes.
Who told you that?
Shaka, the reason why I said
they showed me the IRS letters.
Shaka, the reason why I said it doesn't make any sense because why does she have to run every business deal by you? What if she was trying to do something separate?
Then what am I there for then? That would defeat the purpose of me coming there if we're coming there to do business together.
But so
we were coming there to do the tax business together, not every business I come up with. So get that straight.
She's supposed to run everything by you.
We're working together. Yeah, if we doing, I'm going everywhere. She got me going, taking me doing everything. Yeah, but then when she started feeling some type of ways when she started doing business behind my back, not because of something I did or something I said, it's because of how she felt. So she went off of an emotional feeling and started doing business behind her back because she felt like she wasn't getting something or whatever. The lack of communication is what fucked it up.
The taxes weren't making no money, so I was like, well, we need to find.
How long was we doing? We wasn't even through a full tax season to say that.
Dude, it was 1 month away from the
That's
tax
what I'm saying.
season. The actual first event happened. I bought the station.
What
It was
business
not
do you go into to expect to make money right off
tax
the bat?
season is over in April, Shaka. I started the company, the TV station in April because we didn't make no money. Well, I didn't make no money. I'm not sure if y'all did.
Listen, I know people who file taxes all year round, quarterly, all year round. People file taxes whenever they motherfucking feel like it.
And DJ,
and they always looking for somebody to file their taxes. So if you say that's when it ended for you, hey, that's when it ended for you.
I mean, when tax season was over and I saw wasn't no money being made, I had to move on.
But for me, I filed 17 more after that, so I don't know.
And DJ, are you still going to keep doing business deals with people you meet on the internet and come over here crying?
All right, so he filed 17 more tax returns after that on the software I bought. Right? And where's my cut? You know what I'm saying? Never got a cut. So therefore, he was not being an honest business person. He didn't have any integrity in that relationship. You understand what I'm saying? He's saying that he filed 17 tax returns after April. So where's my cut of it?
Yes, she is.
Prior to this, we had met before this though. We already had met before this in person, like before this, like way before.
He didn't say nothing about this.
Me and her, I took her, Bougie, her, all them kids. I took them all to the fucking thing. I paid for everything out of my own pocket for everybody, kids to come together and have fun. What the fuck? Oh, wow. They don't want to talk about the real shit. They just want to talk about the fuck shit.
Yeah. So, so she been.
She ain't telling you how I made her daughter was good every single motherfucking day that she ate, that she was fed, that she was taken care of. She never had to worry about shit.
So she been knew she wasn't gonna get this camera back.
What happened?
She been knew she wasn't finna get this camera back. She already been paid.
She never wanted the fucking camera from the jump.
Man, once she took that
I did want my camera. What?
Once you took that insurance money, you don't expect that camera back.
Listen, you didn't want that shit from the jump. You kept telling me I gave you the company. How you gonna give? What was there to give me then? Was you just giving me my own name? What was you giving me if you're telling me you?
First of all, the company was the actual website, the actual whole thing, the Roku channel, the whole thing. That's the company, not the camera. The camera is something I purchased.
So this network you gave me, right? Did this network come with a bill? This network that you tried to give me, didn't this network come with a $400 or $700 bill that you wanted me to pay for? And that you started, and you wanted me to pay for $700 for something that we didn't even use.
And then you said you didn't want it after I said, okay.
Why would I want it when you didn't even utilize it?
So he said he did not want it. It was a $2.99 bill. And then I found out they could like actually do a mobile app, which added a little more to it. And he said he did not want the company. So when I said you can have the business, that's what I said. You can have the business. I'm not trying to get over on you, because he pulled the same shit in the room, because Charleston White was supposed to come on in June and do the show, but I didn't have my garage set up yet. So he went crazy and said this, and I went crazy, whatever. And I finally was like, you know what? You can have the business. I made it for you guys, whatever. And then he got mad, and well, what happened was some tax stuff happened or whatever, and we got into it about that. So we was getting into it constantly at this point. But what happened was that he said he didn't want it. The business. Now, the business does not include my personal purchase. Me buying cameras for a business does not mean that you get to take my camera. But he states it, the business. Well, didn't that business come with a bill? Well, guess what? Yeah, most businesses, you haven't put no skin in the game up to this point. I built the whole thing, and I was paying for it the whole time. So I built it. I'm paying for it. I'm building it up. And that little $2.99 a month, y'all paid for 2 months. And then you got to complaining and griping about it, because we didn't actually do the show in June when we were supposed to do it. So I said, you know what? And I paid you guys back your money. And I said, okay, well, I'll just take it on. Then once you saw how the whole thing went, then you got back on board, got mad because I put the thing on my channel as well as Zulu Vision, and then tried to say, oh, I'm going against the rules or whatever the hell it is. So to me, it's like you're not even you're telling the story backwards.
DJ, just say you miss Shaka and let's get this over with. You just miss him.
Know that.
No, you miss him and that case closed.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out, you say you came up here.
You coming to me because you're not paying child support. Why would I want to be one of your wives? You have 8 children, sir. Why would I want to be one of your wives and possibly risk having the 9th child? Are you fucking kidding me? And I was never sexually attracted to Shaka. Come on now. And not only is he a broke dusty that steals, you have a whole panel of people getting behind him and saying it's okay to steal. They're telling me I need to move on, but I'm like, but people, it's okay for him to take all my fucking equipment, and he has no accountability whatsoever, and y'all get behind that.
And then it turns into an argument. I asked you, what can you do to resolve it? You say you want a camera that you already paid for. But wait a minute, though, I'm not even done. For a camera that you already been paid behind. No specification.
I don't give a fuck if my insurance paid for that camera. I pay my insurance every month. So really, they gave me back my own money. But when I buy a camera and equipment, it wasn't just a camera. It wasn't just a camera, guys. That's the part people are missing. It wasn't just a camera. It was not just a camera. Hold on. Let me bring up this report real quick. Because I focused on the camera. But in reality, it was not just a camera. So they did a meeting of the minds. And I see my camera in his glasses. So I zoom that in. This is like what I said to Kulu, but initially I sent it to the police. See, Jay Halbert, Mesquite Police Department. This is his phone number and everything. And so I had to file an actual like theft report. Talked about the damage they did to my house. You know what I'm saying? So this is not like just a joke. Like I'm just bullshitting and saying they stole some shit. They did some wild stuff. This is them, all the little buddies in the house. Like this is how my studio looked before. All right. This is the video of the damages. I go into my studio, and all is there is like the couches. They took everything in my studio. So it went from hold on. It went from a studio, and that's my computer right there. Took the computer and everything. That's my TV. These are my couches. The camera was filming it. It went from that to just this because they would have the baby in there in the studio. You know, I don't know. And it when I came back to my house, this is all there was. So it went from this, you see this, to this. And people want to say, "Oh, you being you over the top. You doing too much." Blah blah blah. Left bags with poo in the thing. I showed a video of that. Now all this stuff I sent to the police. So I was not playing with them. This was not like a joke to me. This was not like a what the hell? Let me find this report of the actual things that they stole, because I think I sent it to Kulu. Hold on, let me see if I got the actual. Let me see if I got the actual the report. Hold on. I'm gonna find this death report. All right, so it wasn't just a camera they stole. Now I misquoted how much the camera actually costed. It was $1,461, but then you had like lenses, 351. My tablet that was $140. It was a bunch of like little knickknack stuff that they stole. That really at the end it equaled out to way more. Man, my security system was taken off the wall. Now they could say, well, you don't know if we did that or not. You know, I don't, you know what? That could be something that wasn't them. Could have been someone that once they stole everything, came in and stole more stuff. I don't know. But bottom line is that hold on. So this is where my security system was in the house. Now, when I first walked into the house and saw that they had stole all this stuff, the security system was there. I come back because what happened is the lawn guy said, "Hey, do you know your back doors are wide open?" And my security system was taken off the wall, taken off the door. The actual ring cam was taken off the door. That type of shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I said they left bags of poo. I don't have that video anymore. I think I took it down. But I had a whole video where they had taken bags of boo-boo and everything like that. So that's the type of stuff that they were doing. You know what? Y'all probably can't see anything I'm showing, can y'all? Oh, crap. But you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I've been showing this whole thing behind this whole brand thing. But you know what? God works in the mysterious ways. I ain't got to prove nothing like that. It is what it is. Man, listen. They make it seem like I'm the one arguing when you got Michelle and Mo hollering at the top of their lungs.
$300 for the camera.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so she's saving it. So
Plus,
For him, doing all the shows as him, all that shit. That's what was going to go down. But when
But
we
let's
got
just be
there,
real.
I seen how they was taking from her and how they was getting over on her, and I said, "We not fucking with them." Then they wanted me to do studio sessions with them too, like this over this. I'm like, nigga, fuck that. I'm already in Detroit.
No, no,
In
no.
person, or we not gonna do it?
Let's be
And
it happened. I bought the station. It
what
was not
business do
April.
you go into to expect to make money right off the
Tax
bat?
season is over in April.
And for you guys working together as a business, because it's a whole lot of like backpedaling and all of this stuff going on, and it just ain't making no darn sense when it comes to business. And I need you to understand, DJ Butt Naked, that this channel is not like a lot of the other channels. Like, we have professionals in here, like careers, educated, degreed, senior director roles, things like that, in mind, where we have business acumen. And your stuff ain't making sense right now because there's a lot of backpedaling and pussy popping going on. And Shaka is sounding like he's telling more of the truth than you are. It just sounds like you over here doing damage controlling.
Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm glad we really, had that sit down or whatever the case is. Hold up.
Absolutely.
Let me backpedal 1 second. I know they probably already asked this or whatever. I was off on my
Nah,
I was making my way home. Hey,
What was going on between them, man?
Or with the Laguna tried.
No, that victim shit. Then she tried.
It's like, how is she? You know what I'm saying? When all this stuff is going down. Oh, okay. Well, Genesis, she back up in the building, so she here she go.
I gotta address
Oh,
this.
shit.
So when
Oh,
I
shit.
said that, it was because whenever y'all kept getting into it, and Azim would just be whispering, and you'd be hollering at her about stupid shit, and then I'd be like, "Well, y'all need to y'all be arguing too much, so y'all need to do something, get it in or something, because y'all just arguing all the time."
DJ, you gotta address wrestling and holding the Laguna down.
No, that was no. So that was not.
You gotta come.
Laguna, whatever her name is, went around with that story, and then it turned into the telephone. Then it turned into that I tried to sleep with Laguna. So
So
I
now
got a question for you, DJ.
wait.
I got a
So
question for you, DJ.
now you call her Laguna now. So she ain't legit now no more. So now she Laguna. So you
I
never
got a
believe
question.
well, when I say people's name, I know I get told off, so I gotta be careful what names I mention.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, that victim shit. Then she try to flip it and play victim and say she gets
No, that's
told.
not victim. I do get told not to mention people's names. What is that a victim of?
So aside from Laguna, you did say that Shaka took your DJ controller, but now you said that you got a DJ controller.
I just bought a new one. It's smaller than the one I had.
I don't even know what a DJ controller is.
It's
with her insurance money.
It's what y'all was using to record with, because your friend was sitting up there recording with it and using it. Your producer friend was using it when he was working on your album in the studio. But everybody always asks, so why did you leave the stuff there? It's because that was what that garage was going to be. It's going to be a studio.
DJ, why you take him to the Babalawo?
Because he was going through problems or whatever, so I wanted him to go see the Babalawo. Babalawos are healers. They are healers, so therefore you go to see healers. I took him to the first healer and the second two different healers.
You never said that the Babalawo was in there slinging chickens and making.
I told you before. I told you. Let me repeat. Let me go past this because it's so disrespectful of my religion, and the people that are involved with that, they need to cut that out.
They free will. What are you talking about? You
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be quick. I actually, when I came into this, I didn't expect for it to turn out this way. I expected Shaka to be playing a lot. I expected not to get an understanding, but I got an understanding from you a little bit, Shaka. I understand you a lot more. Genesis, you seem to like playing a victim, because from hearing your stories, putting myself in your shoes.
You know one thing about people like this is that one person will say a word, and people like this will continue to say the same word. So earlier in the conversation, it was you're playing the victim. And then everybody after that just began to say the same fucking thing. So I can say I eat cheeseburgers for lunch, and they're like, you're playing the victim. Like, no matter what it is I say, I'm playing the victim. The hell?
I wouldn't fuck with nobody, but you choose to keep searching on the internet. I don't know what that's about, but
I choose to keep searching on the internet to find people to do business with. If you don't shut the fuck up, you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
yeah, this was a lit ass live, and King World, you did it again.
It's another one.
And another one.
Like I say, hopefully we'll have Shaka back over here. I don't know if it'll
Oh
be
yeah,
a
yeah,
part
yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah. We definitely, man.
So,
Just
so,
everybody, let
so
me know what's up.
now
We can do
me
part
and
two,
Shaka are
part
about to
three,
have a
this might be like a part
conversation.
5. This motherfucker's so long.
Me and Shaka are about to have a conversation. I want you to see how difficult it is to communicate with this nigga. Because it's one thing, I want you to see it. Here we go.
Thank y'all for allowing me, and see y'all around. See y'all.
Can I just, before you
Go
leave,
ahead, DJ, go ahead,
I
go
did
ahead,
want
I'm
to
here.
say something because everybody is saying the victimhood aspect. Okay, now, like I said, it was a shock. You know what I'm saying? To walk into the house and see those things missing. You know, it was my house, right? Now, I did say, okay, you know, I didn't realize that we had any problems with each other, so I didn't mind you guys using the equipment. You understand? I didn't mind you guys doing the Instagrams because I'm like thinking that we're still cool. You know, I didn't know that we had a problem until that video came out with where Jack had the playing two sides thing, and you were upset about the meeting of the minds event. You felt like I had did you wrong on that or whatever. I felt like we probably should have had a conversation amongst each other, you know, before that. So by that point, maybe after that whole meeting of the minds, you guys felt like fuck her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, people are saying like, oh, you shouldn't have left your stuff there. Well, I didn't think I had a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Or you guys. So that's why I didn't mind you guys using the equipment, doing what you guys were doing. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not me being a victim. It's just like I didn't have a problem.
But you said that you did all this because you felt like we didn't want the network. So why would you leave your shit there if you felt like
because
we
you
didn't
guys were
want
working. You guys were working on your music, and you guys were using the cameras. Remember, like my daughter asked to use the camera, and then you said no, we're still using it. That's okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm thinking, okay, we're still cool with each other. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it was. It's not me being
DJ. Why did we leave, DJ?
I thought you guys were already gonna leave anyway because you guys had a house.
Why did you think we were gonna leave already?
Because you guys already had a house situated, a situation over there.
That's cap, DJ. You had already.
You guys had a whole.
You was trying to rent the house out to people. You told us we had to the certain date. You told us we had to
Right.
the 27th. We left on the 27th. What do you mean?
No, you guys left before the 27th.
No, we
you
did
guys
not. How do you
nope.
know? You never came to the house. You can't tell me
No,
when I left. I
I'm
left
gonna
on
tell
the
you.
27th.
No, see, not only did they like not leave on the 27th, they left way earlier than I think they left on the 15th. That's why I was surprised. That's why I was surprised when I came and they were gone. So this is the video. Once I found out that my stuff was stolen, this is me
People
going
from
into
South
the house.
America that'll be out there waiting. Look,
What is we're saying when? The thing about
like
on this, this is the type of shit you have to do. You have to replace shit when stuff is all not working and stuff. So I had to replace the tub in the bathroom. So I had to make sure that nobody's up in here squatting. All right, so I want you to see the date on this is September 18th. They were gone long before September 27th. They were gone long before September 19th or the 20th, which was the real date of the meeting of the minds. And I can show you what the real date of the meeting of the minds was, because you'll see is September 20th was the date of the meeting of the minds. So they left like on the 15th, I think, if I remember right. They left on the 15th. Okay. This is a video of me taking inventory and trying to fix my house up after that. That's on the 18th. So let's get real. All right. Oh shit! Every time I like try to show something, hold on. All right, y'all. Let me show it. Hold on. All right. So this is me going through my house on the 18th. Okay. See that 18th of September. You know what I'm saying? They're long gone. I'm walking through the house. The inventory.
Part of. Yeah. See, I don't know what this. I gotta call my maintenance guy. Find out why was he? Because you don't need to go up there to fix the tub. So I had to like trying to build a real estate portfolio, and there's like a lot of Mexicans, and like you gotta start somewhere.
Right. So this is me going through the house after they left on the 18th. All right. Then, so the meeting of the minds was on the 20th. Right. So 2 days after that, the actual event happened. Meeting of the minds that he complained or whatever. Boo hoo hoo. All right. I had to change the flyer for it and everything.
First of all, the ones that are on the floor is not an altar. It's basically that's where they are. It's sitting in front of the door.
This is me actually going over the surviving DJ Genesis. If you get a chance, check that out. October 19th. Then I did like a show with King World about the whole surviving DJ Genesis. That was on October 24th, after the meeting of the minds. Now let's get into this. So this is the police report that I filed. All right. So this is actually, let me show you how my studio looked before. This is how it looked. All right. It looked like this. This is Shaka in the studio. What date was it? I don't think it shows the date. August 30th. Right? So he says that the people only stayed there for 3 days. So meeting in the mind was September 20th. This is August 30th. All right. And who do you see in the studio with Shaka? Two dudes, whoever the hell they were. And look like this guy pooed his pants or something like that. But this was August 30th. Let me zoom in so you can see it. I don't know. Hold on. So I don't know what's going on with his pants, but can't really see it. But yeah, here we go. August 30th, right here. Can y'all see that? August 30th. So he's trying to say that, oh, those guys were only there for 3 days. No, they were there for a whole month. Practically a month. Working in the studio. These two guys. That's how the studio looked. When I went back to my house, let me zoom back out. When they left. So that's how I look. See that? That's my computer. That's my DJ setup right there. This is how I looked during Charleston White's event. Let's go into how it looked when I discovered it finally. This is how it looked when I came to my house. So you understand what I'm saying? They're like, let it go, Genesis, let it go. What? Let it go? Are you fucking kidding me? This is like my they took the Ring camera, like the actual console and the Ring camera off my door. Now I'm giving grace by only saying I want my camera back. But come on now. How do I like go from having a studio that looks like this and looks like this to looking like this? And then they got the nerve to say, "Oh, just let it go. You're doing too much. You put too much stank on it." And then on top of that, let's get into the list of things that were stolen. Right. This is the whole record that I sent to the Mesquite Police Department. All right. Now, I initially said 3,000 for the Black Magic. I was getting that mixed up with my Vivid camera system that was worth $3,342. That's the 3,000. My camera was worth $1,461. The lens $351. You know, the tablet I had. They took all this stuff. They took all types of shit from my house. They cleaned out my garage. Okay. All right. And he's laughing the whole time, like, oh, ha 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 ha. You understand what I'm saying? And just so you just to make sure that we know that I'm not lying about this, we're gonna go to Amazon. Right? I'm gonna go into my orders. Oops, sorry about that. All the orders I've done, you know, I'm an Amazon fanatic. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, let's go into the orders I've done on Amazon. Honey, I've been killing Amazon. Y'all, that's crazy how much. That's a funny like video right there. Hold on. Let me show you. Pageant stuff. All right. So this is one of the cameras I had that the initial when you saw the meeting of the minds and it was shot from the camera, it was initially done. You heard a lot of echo. That was this camera. Then there's this. This is a memory card, $268, right? This is like a audio mixer. These are like microphones, all gone. All this stuff is gone now. They stole one of these mics and left the other one. Okay. Battery, $93. Cables. Okay. Another memory card, right? Another like a live production controller, that's $129. Another like memory card. Then I had a smaller camera for my daughter. I bought it for her, $116. So when you add all this stuff, the $39, right? And they took all this shit. Hold on, let me. The LED lights, $27. All those LED lights you see in the studio. All right, this heater, the little space heater. Hold on. Let's go back into the camera though. All right, so this is like the actual lights they stole along with the backdrops, $178. Then I had this, the backdrop frame, whatever, $140. Can y'all see this stuff I'm showing y'all? Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see it? They took my daughter's little tablet. This is the Black Magic camera right here. 1461. You understand what I'm saying? So they took a lot of stuff, a lot of knick knock knack shit. and then try to say, "Oh, just drop it, Genesis." You know, you just drop it. You dragging this out too long. You understand? So imagine. So you see how like so it's not like about a camera. Like I had to buy all the lenses for the camera, all that stuff. So even right here, $351 just for the lens. Like the lens for cameras are very expensive. 300 because the camera don't come with a lens, y'all. You gotta buy a lens at $351. So add all that shit up. You gonna get it's gonna be expensive. And they took all that shit. But then people are laughing. Ha 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 ha. Genesis. You just let it go. You doing too much. I just asked about the camera. Not all the other bullshit that goes with it. I was having grace at that moment. So let's get into this bullshit he about to do, overtalk me, and then we going like, I mean, I know it's 2:21. I'm gonna let y'all go for the night, but I want you to see the communication between me and him, so you really get an idea of how our communication was during the time. You didn't leave on the 20th.
You said you brought those people to the house. You showed them the house. I showed them around.
You guys had been gone. Remember, that's when you had the gate chick that was at
that might have been when you came over there. We left on the 27th. The day
When
you
I
said you
came
had
there-
people coming in to move in the house. Why would I be in your house when you told me you got somebody coming to move in?
Shaka.
You said you was gonna get Kim to come there. Kim was about to come.
So he's lying. He's already lying. He's saying he left on the 27th. He clearly left way before that. Not even on the 19th. Then he admitted, oh, I left on the 19th, the day of the event. No, sir. You left on like the 15th. Really? I had my dates mixed up.
Come move in, and she was starting a group home in the house.
Right, but Shaka.
Okay, so why would I be there after 2? Why would you come there and expecting me to be there if you already told me that the day you had somebody moving in there? Make sense.
Listen, the event for the meeting of the minds was on the 19th. You guys had left before the 19th. That's how I found out because I went over there and I saw that you guys everything was going out the house. It wasn't the 27th, and I actually have video of it because it was before.
The 19th. You're right, but we left the 19th.
Right,
the day of the event.
Right. So up until that point, I'm thinking that y'all was still gonna do the wrong. You didn't leave the 19th. You left the 15th, actually. And I got the proof right here. Look at this. The proof is right here. Boom. In the pudding. Proof is in the pudding, y'all. This is me going through my house on September 18th. 3 days after they had left, I come back to take inventory. If you guys want to see that video, go ahead and just go. It says, let's try this again. That's the video. So I don't have shit to lie about. But this panel wants to make me into a liar, but I know I'm not a liar. I don't have nothing to lie about. Let's get into it. But then we got into it because that whole thing.
No, there was no contract. I came to your house and tried to get you to give me a contract. You wouldn't give me a contract. You gave everybody a contract but me. So there was we weren't in business. Even if you were going to pay me $150, there was no contract for that. If there was a 2% temp, there was nothing. So I'm not going to show up to no event with nothing and then do all this work and then look stupid to myself because I would have been the only one looking stupid.
You didn't communicate that to me. And
I did communicate that to you, DJ, when I came to your house and I tried to break down the percentages with you, 30, 30, 30. You said that wasn't it, 10% go to the kids. You said, no, that ain't going to work out.
Well, why would I only get 30?
Tell me what it is and then let's put it on paper, DJ. You tell me what makes sense and whatever makes sense to you, put it on paper and give it to you. You said, I'll have a contract for you. I never got a contract. So why would I come to an event with no contract? Everybody had a contract. You made everybody contract. You made sure you got them in town. You made sure you paid for their flights. You made sure they paid for their room. You made sure you did all that shit. You know we had this conversation. You know I sat there with you. I came over there by my motherfucking self.
I'm not even gonna play the rest of that because it's bullshit. It's bullshit, you guys. Let me show you what's really going on. Let me show you the real character of a person, okay? And shouts out to AT2. I'm so glad he still has this If you can, please give some support to AT2. Much love to his channel because he still has this up on this channel. And I want you to hear this. This is the real tea about what really happened. So let's go.
Austin, why? Y'all should hear this. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Shaka.
What's up with this?
It's Jaguar.
Oh,
Oh,
what's
you
up?
know what,
How you doing?
Genesis? I just thought about something. Is that copyrighted music?
I don't know. Well, you know, if you go further, you don't. It cuts off.
Oh, it does cut off? Okay, can you skip ahead a little bit? I'll put it back up.
I can't do it. I love you, but
He asked her to be on the event.
I know, but I can't do it. I want anything that she will profit from.
Oh, okay. I see. I got you.
If she could make a bag of fucking flaming hot Doritos, I wouldn't do it.
I got you. I understand.
I love you.
No, I know. It's no. I respect your choices.
And to any other thing,
I wanted you to crash the party.
Listen to me. If any other thing that she is not involved in, I'll be there. I miss the kids.
I got you.
I miss the
still want to shoot the
baby.
video. I still want to shoot the video with you though.
That's fine as long as she's not on set. Cause
She ain't got shit to do with none of that. She ain't a part of none of
I'll
that.
pick up a fucking camera and bash her in the fucking head.
Oh,
You
It's the truth.
That's funny,
okay,
right?
so I'm gonna get with you and you still fuck with Jonathan them? You good with that?
Oh fuck no.
Okay.
Oh, I just made it public that they were involved in the bombing of my car with my husband that they knew.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about none of that.
I know, you shouldn't.
I know. I'm trying to stay low profile.
Stay far away from all of listen to me, stay far away from all of these motherfuckers. I beseech you on behalf of Azine and the children because it's about to get fucking nasty. I haven't told
we already parted ways. I had to part ways with this one because of what she did with the whole show.
Did I not
She stole the whole show from underneath me at the last second.
Shaka, did I not tell you?
so was this before the falling out?
Fuck away from this bitch.
This was after the second falling out. We had two falling out. Then
She ain't got what you think she got. This bitch is fucked off. Get your family the fuck away from
Listen,
me.
she played me that whole. I played myself, to be honest with you, because like you said, you told me.
Listen to me. I understood. You and your family have already been through enough ups and downs. I can understand a 6-month siesta for normalcy for the kids, which is why, even though I never wanted to fucking come back over there, I kept coming because I didn't want the children to think that I would just abandon them because of something, that made me uncomfortable. I love those fucking kids. I even love her fucking children. I feel sorry for them that that's their mom.
Yeah.
But when I sent those emails to you, you know why I sent those emails to you.
Oh, I know you was trying to protect me. I know you was looking out for me. I never said anything
Bullshit.
but anything. I just, I already know y'all was doing y'all thing. I just stayed out of it.
No, because you saw the tone of those fucking emails.
Oh, yeah.
And that bitch went and lied to everybody and told everybody that I said I was calling CPS on the kids.
Yeah, she did do that.
I never said that.
Were there some emails, Genesis?
yeah, there was emails. But I've been going over this.
Listen, I got all the tea on everybody. Everybody. It's a whole lot of this Princella lady too. Oh, I'm so tired of this bitch too. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of her and Monica right now. I got so much shit.
Monica is so fucking jealous of Azine. If I fucking told Azine all the shit that Monica used to say about her behind her back, like
I believe what she bro.
I supposedly talked about Azine behind her back. I ain't never talked to a Jaguar. There's more than 2 words.
no real mom.
These women have no
That shit ain't had nothing to do with the
She
documentary.
thinks she got Priscilla on her thing on her team, so she thinks she gonna win with her. Let her.
The only reason Princella has attached herself to her is because of her proximity to me.
And listen, Princella is not who they think she is. She's a fraud.
I know she is.
bro. She got niggas and boyfriends and all types of shit.
So he
She's not a good mother either. She's listen.
Virtual together. Usually flock together.
Listen, she be over there spending the night at the house doing all that. Listen, I got stories. They better quit playing.
Like I told Legina, when the feds come, if I was I
Here we go with the fans.
they might give you a pass. bitch, on that day, you better be a schizophrenic.
Listen, do you got somebody that we can shoot a video with?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get together.
Okay, is that all the important stuff, Genesis?
Yeah, that's pretty much
Okay,
it.
I'm done. Yeah.
And listen, that's all that needs to be said. So this guy was snaking me behind my back, but then tried to say he wanted a contract with me with 30% going to him, 30% going to Azine, and 30% going to me. Now, if they're a couple, why would I take 60-30 split? So that's why I didn't agree with any contract he was trying to talk about. But then he tried to like kind of bomb me into, no, see how you wrong? See how you wrong? He wouldn't let me speak toward that end. Because when I tried to like actually talk about the splits of the contract he was trying to bring to me, he would always interrupt me. And you'll see it. If you actually watch that, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. You know what? No, I'm not. Fuck it. It's 2 hours in. And it's like 2:32. I'm not gonna even do it to you. But if you watch toward the end of that King World video where it's just me and Shaka talking to each other, you're gonna find that he don't let me get a word in. And that was the communication with Shaka, period. You can't get a word in, he gonna overtalk you, he gonna overpower, and then make it seem like he's the victim. They're trying to make it seem like I'm trying to play victim, but he's trying to play victim. So they would prefer his victimhood over mine because they don't like me. And I get it. They think I'm an easy person to bully. You know what I'm saying? I'm an easy target because I'm not going to sit there and keep arguing with you all night long. At some point, I'm going to just be quiet and just let you just spout off whatever bullshit. Sometimes I'll get pissed off and start getting mad, but for the most part, I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't, I know what the truth is. And that right there is the true spirit and essence of a person. When a person can sit on the phone where they know that a person that's your enemy and then talk shit about you, but still be trying to bring them onto your show that you're paying for. And he's mad because he's like, oh, well, you tried to use me. So I guess he tried. I don't know. It's crazy. I stole the show from underneath him and I'm paying for everything for a show I'm putting together. You know what I'm saying? The whole production. I got the venue, I got the people, I got the whole thing. Now they went down there and looked and helped me look at the venue, whatever. But for the most part, you know, where the money was coming from was from my pockets. So if you don't have no skin in the game, I mean, how much control do you think you could have on any business situation? You had no skin in the game, Shaka. You cooked some fish. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could say that you had did some like, you know, when a person works or whatever, and that's their investment, but it really wasn't. It wasn't like it wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? You was working at your job more than you were actually investing in the things I was putting together. And then you got mad because it was your name, Zulu Vision, that you made up, you know what I'm saying, out of a whim. And now all of a sudden you want to hold and grip onto that like you've been had Zulu Vision and this whole thing. I'm just taking your name. If you don't get the fuck out of here, he does. A complete narcissist. Takers in that's their nature, yeah. And I want to thank the people that have come through here, and I also want to thank the replay squad that comes through. Listen, you know, toxic masculinity toxic femininity, groupthink bullying. It needs to stop, y'all. All that cult-like behavior. You don't have to actually go to a compound to be in a cult. When people sit there and like, you know, just because one person says something and you start saying something, everybody just starts saying, repeating the same thing. It's like a bunch of drones. You know what I'm saying? You're not like thinking for yourself. You're not like really paying attention to the words that people are saying. You're trying to tell me I shouldn't care about all that equipment that was taken from me. I was nice enough to focus on the camera. But all that shit, big old list they took, and just let it go, Genesis, because you got $1,000. No, ma'am, no. It took me months to build up all those things to get that camera working right, to make sure it had the right battery. Had to go to the camera shop to figure out what to do. If that whole thing was a labor in itself, just getting the camera working the right way. And then for you to just take that underneath me for just get another camera, Genesis. I'm wrong. You're gonna like side with a thief. You are going to, you'd rather side with a thief and say that the thief is right because you don't like me so much because I didn't agree with you about the night and day situation. And all I really said was that, okay, when you have a cult like mindset or whatever, you're not using your normal common sense. This girl Mo was going against night and day because of how the whatever the zeolite made her feel, but it wasn't night and day. Is not the manufacturer of the zeolite. It's a white label product. I could make a product and then say, okay, you sell it and put your label on it. But I'm not. But I'm not you're not the manufacturer. And they said that you guys said y'all contacted the manufacturer. You contacted the manufacturer, so you know they're not the manufacturer. You contacted the Amish place where the actual zeolite came from and talked to them. But people want to over holler and you know goddamn well and talk real loud and then when I get loud back, it's like, oh Genesis, you being too over the top, man, shut the fuck up. Anyways, it's 2:38. I hope you have a good night. Karma is a bitch. Yes, karma is definitely a bitch. You talking about my religion? You making fun of Babalawo? You doing a lot over there. Y'all doing a lot. All that giggling and kikiing, and this is a person's religious belief system that's based in African spirituality. Y'all are doing the most right there. My Babalawo is deceased, y'all. He done passed away. He's 79. He was 79 years old. And y'all laughing and kikiing about that? It should be some respect for the elders, some respect for the ancestors that passed on. You have no respect for nothing. I don't know what religion y'all believe in, but just the fact that the moment that someone said the RIP to her Babalawo, that conversation should have ceased because he was an elder, okay, that served the community. Shaka admitted himself that when he went and took the bath and took the herbs that the Babalawo did, his back pain ended. And y'all still, just because y'all want to have a laugh, make it into a joke. But okay, I'll give y'all that, you know? I'll give y'all that. And I don't have to be best buds with the whole Beam squad or whatever. I don't have to be best buds with y'all. The only reason why I was only over there tonight was because someone sent me a thing, Shaka Zulu, and I know he was going to be on some bullshit. So I came over there because I knew he's going to sit there and try to lie about some shit. And I said, drop the link. You don't see me over there lately. After that night and day shit, and y'all got mad, whatever, and King World yelled at me and all that. No, I have not been over there. So no, I don't be in the bushes because I really don't care. No one, I mean, I've seen the things pop up about Netta. Who gives a fuck about Netta and Charles? Come on now. So, anyways, much love to the chat. Thank you, Angela Reddick, my mod. Thank you so much.
And you know, have a great weekend, you guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to be having an interview with Olarisha, and she is a priest of Ilegua. So that'll be a very interesting conversation. Please join us for that conversation. That's going to be very, very cool. So much love and peace out.
Alchemize your energy. Darling, let your spirit be free. Don't give up. Keep on pushing through. Now is the time. It's all up to you. Alchemize your energy. My friend, let your spirit be free. Don't give up, keep on pushing through. Now is the time, it's all up to you. No matter the storm, but over tragedy. No matter the storm, but over tragedy. No matter the storm, we will always take flight. Keep on pushing through the darkness of night. There's no limit, let's reach for the sky. Shine so bright from darkness to